Online relationships are very mainstream nowadays. Some people can find the love of their lives, long-term friendships, or even just hookups using a multitude of apps and online websites. This availability of online resources can be a lifesaver for those who don't have the time, energy, or the confidence to go out in person. The downside of having such a vast amount of online chat rooms and websites is that there is little to no regulation of its users. Anyone can get on and create a fictitious image of themselves. Users can change their height, weight, gender, and even their age to better relate to their conversation partner. This was the case with Nicole Lovell and her online relationship with David Eisenhauer, leading to Lovell's subsequent death. David Eisenhauer was an 18-year-old engineering student at Virginia Tech. He was known by his peers to be a very bright individual, but was socially awkward, not picking up on social cues. A past teacher of his stated, "Outside of a clear, structured environment, David found it difficult to know what to do. He didn't pick up on the social cues that everyone else just seemed to know." This could be why David had turned to online chat rooms in order to meet others. In October of 2015, he started talking to Nicole Lovell. At the time, they were talking in an anonymous chat room, which they continued for a couple of months, finally moving to Kik around December. He claimed that he did not know her real name and that she told him she was 16 or 17. In reality, she was only 13 years old and in 7th grade at Blacksburg Middle School. Nicole claimed that her and David were dating and that she wanted to run away with him. Her friends warned her about the dangers of online dating, but sadly those warnings did not stop the two from talking. After months of talking online, it is believed that the two met up at least once, with David claiming there was never anything intimate between them. On January 27, 2016, David pulled up to Nicole's apartment around 1 a.m. with the promise of a secret date. Nicole pushed her nightstand in front of her bedroom door and snuck out of the bedroom window, unaware of what was in store for her. She got in the car with David and they drove to a wooded area in Montgomery County where he stabbed her 14 times, including a lethal wound to her neck. He then met up with a friend of his by the name of Natalie Keepers, who was also a freshman at Virginia Tech, who helped him dispose of the body. Natalie Keepers not only helped dispose of Nicole's body, she also had a huge role in planning the murder. She stated that David had confided in her that he was having a relationship with Nicole and that he feared that she was pregnant and would expose the relationship, which would get him into trouble. Natalie was more than happy to help him. They sat planning different ways to get rid of her with the internet searches, including things like knockout drugs, how long does it take to burn a body, and how does TV serial killer Dexter get rid of bodies. She also went with him to Walmart to purchase a shovel to bury Nicole. Later on that morning, Nicole's mother went to wake her up for school. After finally pushing open her bedroom door, she noticed that the bedroom window was open and Nicole was nowhere in sight. After calling friends and family members in an attempt to locate Nicole, they then called the police where a large-scale search ensued due to the fact that Nicole required daily medication for a previous liver transplant. The media attention on the case frightened David and Natalie into moving Nicole's body across state lines to Surry County, North Carolina. After this, they went to a nearby McDonald's to dispose of her bloody clothes and then went to West Virginia to throw Nicole's belongings into the New River. Nicole's body was found on January 29, 2016. David was arrested early the following morning and Natalie shortly after. David was charged with first-degree murder, abduction, and concealment of a body and sentenced to 75 years in prison. After serving 50 years, he will be on probation the remainder of his sentence. Natalie was charged with accessory before the fact of first-degree murder and concealment of a body and was sentenced to 40 years in prison with an additional 10 years afterwards of probation. This is 5-Minute Crimes. Be sure to subscribe to get updated on future videos, including the extended version of this video. I have also created a Discord as well as a Patreon for those who are interested. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.